First, you're going to go to the CDTFA's website at cdtfa.ca.gov. Right here, you're going to click on Register Online in the Register for a Permit section. Next, we're going to click Register a New Business Activity. You are going to then select that you are the owner of the business and click Next. Next, they're going to ask you if you have received a letter in the mail with a security code for the business to which you are requesting to access. In most cases, this is going to be a no. Next, you're going to enter in your information. Now, your identification type here, you can select which type of ID you would like to use, and then you will enter it in the next box. Next, you're going to enter in your last name, your first name, your middle name, and your title. This is all your personal information, not your business information. Next, you're going to select if you have an existing permit, a license, or account with the CDTFA, whether it be active or closed. So if you held a permit previously, then you'll select yes, or if you currently hold another one, then you select yes, and if not, you will select no. Next, you're going to be asked to enter in your primary address. So this is going to be your own personal address. This does not need to be the same as your business address. Next, you're going to be asked to enter in your login information. This is going to be the creation of a username, confirming the username, creating a password, creating a security question, and confirming your secret answer to that security question. After you've completed this step, click Next. Next, enter in your email and your phone contact information. Next, you will be asked to complete an authentication. So you're going to go ahead and select if you would like that to occur through text message, email, or both, and enter in the information here. From here, your account has been created. Next, we're going to go back to the cdtfa.ca.gov homepage. We're going to click Log In. Now, if you have not yet confirmed your email, your screen is going to look like this. You are going to need to go over to your email and click the authentication button that is sent directly to your email. Once you have obtained the code that was sent to your email, you can enter it in directly here. Click if you trust this browser, and then click Log On. We have now created the account, but we still must complete and file the application for the seller's permit. In order to do that, on the right-hand side, we're going to click Register a New Business Activity. Next, we are going to select the first option here to apply for a seller's permit. Click Next, and on the next screen, you are going to be asked a series of questions about your business. Go ahead and answer them with a yes or a no according to how you would answer for your business. On the next page, there are a few additional similar questions. Go ahead and complete those, how they relate to your business, and then click Next. Next, you're going to be asked if the application is for the person or the entity listed below. This is going to show the person's name that has created the account here. Now, if you are a sole proprietor, meaning that you have not registered as a partnership, as an LLC, as a corporation, then you will select yes. However, if you have filed the registration to be an LLC or another type of business entity, you will select no. Click Next, and then you will be able to select from the list the type of business entity that you have, such as an LLC, a partnership, or a corporation. Next, you're going to be asked to provide all identifying numbers for your business. Now, if you are registered as an LLC, then you will have a federal EIN number. If you have not yet obtained an EIN number, you can do so for free in about 5 minutes over at irs.gov. The federal EIN number is required if you listed yourself as an LLC or other business entity that requires the use of an EIN. Additionally listed here is a state employer identification number. If you have employees and you have received an SEIN, then you can enter it in here. If you do not have an estate EIN, then you may leave this blank. Next, you are going to enter in your California Secretary of State entity number. This is the number that was assigned to you when you formed your LLC or other business entity. If you do not have it on hand, you can use the Secretary of State Business Lookup tool, and you will be able to see that number on public record. Now, if you have registered yourself with the Secretary of State, but you do not have your Secretary of State number on file or on hand, you can go ahead and look yourself up at bizfileonline.sos.gov/search/business. Go ahead and enter in your business name, and right below that, you will be able to locate yourself right here. Here you can see the number that corresponds with your Secretary of State business registration, and that is the number that you need. Now, for those of you that have not formed an LLC, a partnership, or another form of business entity, if you are yourself just running the business on your own, then you will be a sole proprietor. Now, sole proprietors are going to see this screen, which looks a little bit different. Here, you're going to be asked for your primary identification type. You can select from various forms of ID numbers, such as a social security number, an ITIN, or an ID such as a passport or a driver's license number. Underneath that, you're going to see FEIN. This is a federal employer identification number, and it is not required for sole proprietors. You can leave this blank, or you can obtain a free EIN number from irs.gov. SEIN is also not required for sole proprietors because this stands for a state employer identification number and will apply if you have employees and have obtained one of these. You can simply leave it blank if you do not have one. You're going to enter in your secondary identification type. Go ahead and select whichever one you would like to choose from the list and enter in the corresponding number. Unless you are changing from one type of business entity to another, you will select No. Next, you're going to be asked if your business will be accepting credit card payments. Now, it's okay if you end up using different or a variety of credit card processors. They simply want you to enter this information in here. It doesn't mean that you're going to be bound to using this one forever. Next, you're going to be asked to add in your NAICS code. This is a business code that describes the type of business operations that occur within your business. Click Add Code, and then you may search for a keyword that represents the type of business activity that you do. Next, you're going to enter in if your location is for a temporary event. If you want a permanent seller's permit, then click No. Next, you're going to be asked for your business location. This is not your personal address. This is your business location. Next, you're going to be asked to enter in your doing business as name. In many cases, you may have registered a different business name from your own personal name or from the currently registered business name. Enter in whatever name you will be doing business under. Next, enter in the seller's permit start date when you would like the permit to begin. Answer yes or no to if you are buying or transferring an existing business. If you have additional business locations and you operate out of more than one location, then you can go ahead and enter yes and enter those in as well. But if you only have one business location, you're going to click no. Next, they're going to ask you for supplier information. You must enter in one supplier at least. It is okay if you do not actually end up using this supplier. It is okay if you end up using more than one supplier. They just want to have a record entered in here for a supplier that you plan to use. So go ahead and search whatever supplier you find online that you feel that you might be likely to order something from for your business. Next, read the declaration of intent and make sure that you sign it and click next. Once you have signed that and finished up the application, then the CDTFA will notify you when your permit has been approved. You can continue to check your online account for any updates as well.